Welcome back, coin roll hunters. Thanks for joining me, Matthew, the great coin roll hunter, for another exciting episode of Big Money, the show that takes our favorite coins and currency and puts them under the microscope. Today we're going to take a closer look at the original designs on the Washington quarter. And if you're a new viewer just tuning in for the first time, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring that bell because you're not going to want to miss another episode. Also, if you'd like to try this for yourself at home, check out the descriptions below this video where I've included an Amazon affiliate link to the same USB microscope I'm using right here on the show. So without further ado, let's get into it. So if you've been following our coin roll hunting adventures, let's just say the last time we found a Washington quarter. Let's take a look. So here it is. The original design for the reverse, that's the tail side for the rest of us, of the Washington quarter. Now this design here is actually called the Presidential Coat of Arms. And this design was adopted and engraved for the reverse of the Washington quarter by John Flanagan. Now, the story of the Washington quarter begins in 1924 as preparation for the 200th anniversary of President George Washington's birthday, which would occur in 1932. Let's take a closer look, shall we? Here we go, under the microscope. All right, there it is. You know what? I'm just going to get out of the way here as I give you a tour of the reverse side of this quarter and dazzle you with my coin facts. So here we go. The U.S. Congress would sign off on a plan to create a commission honoring George Washington on December 2nd, 1924, and was originally conceived as a commemorative $50. But during this time, the nation was going through the Great Depression, and no silver $50 were being minted at the time. But the decision was made by the Washington Bicentennial Committee and the Commission of the Fine Arts to replace the existing design of the current Walking Liberty $50, which is my favorite $50, with a new Washington design. And it was decided to create a competition between artists and sculptors for the new design, an art competition. With the only caveat being that the obverse side, or the heads-up side, of the coin was required to feature the famous bust of Washington that was created by Jean Antone Houdin. But the reverse, the tail side, was open to the free creative expression of the artist. So more than 100 entries were actually submitted into the contest, and the winning design was done by Laura Frazier, who was also the wife of another famous coin designer, by the way, named James Earl Frazier, who was responsible for creating the Buffalo nickel design, by the way. Anyway, new legislation was passed, however, unexpectedly on February 1931, which ordered the production of a new quarter design by 1932, the 200th birthday anniversary of George Washington. And it was decided that this denomination, the 25-cent piece or quarter, would become the denomination to commemorate Washington's 200th birthday. So that is why he was placed on the quarter. This action was then finalized on March 4th, 1931, when the official bill was passed. So there you go. Kind of a slow tour, but I don't know if you guys saw any errors there. I didn't. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and flip this coin over now. Take a look at this Washington bust. All right. Now, going back to that bill that was passed, this wouldn't seem like it'd be a huge problem, right? They were already preparing for the new design, which Laura Frazier had already won. And all they had to do was simply adopt her winning $50 design to the quarter denomination, and then presto, right? Done. Well, not exactly. The Treasury Secretary at the time, Andrew W. Mellon, pointed out that the Treasury had no part in approving Laura's design. So Andrew decided that they would hold another design competition for the slated quarter design. So how would you like that? So Laura Fraser adopted her design to the quarter, and then resubmitted her work to the new contest. At which point the Fine Arts Commission strongly recommended to Andrew to choose Laura's design. After all, she had already won the first design contest, right? But that's not how the history plays out. So due to politics or discrimination, the Treasury Secretary Andrew Mellon would ultimately choose the design of John Flanagan, the one that we have now. And this caused many people to feel that Laura had been cheated out of her win, which I don't think is that ununderstandable. Does that make any sense? So cheated out of her win. But the decision was then challenged by another coin designer, Adolf Weinman. And the current chairman also named Moore, M-O-O-R-E, with the result only being that Andrew Mellon would grant the artists more time to improve their designs. So there was still hope for redemption that Laura's design would win, but unfortunately on February 12th, 1932, the Treasury Secretary Andrew Mellon decided to leave office and was replaced by Ogden L. Mills, who then decided to continue with Andrew Mellon's original decision on April 16th. And John Flanagan's design was publicly announced for use on the new Washington quarter. So quite the scandal getting this design to mint. I thought it was really interesting, and I'm really happy to share that with you. But there is some justice in this story as time progresses. Laura Fraser's winning design was finally honored in 1999 when it was used on a commemorative gold eagle coin to honor the 200th anniversary of George Washington's death. So there you go. If you want to take a look at that, that's what you gotta Google up, is the 1999 commemorative gold eagle for George Washington's 200th death anniversary. So I don't know what's better, his birth anniversary or his death anniversary. You tell me in the comments below. But it's nice to see that justice was served, because I know if I was cheated out of a design because of my, well, I guess it was suspected, my gender, I'd probably have some choice words to say about that too. So anyway, there you have it, the original design of the Washington quarter. The bust based off of, what did I say, Jean Antoni Houghton. That's JEAN-HANTOINE-HOUDON, if you want to check that out, if you want to see the original bust that the obverse side of the quarter was designed up from. And yeah, the tail side was the presidential coat of arms. So, all right, that is it for now. Thank you for joining me. My name is Matthew, the Great Coin Roll Hunter, and I wish you all happy hunting. Until next time, have a great day.